You're listening to Bet Big, Talk Loud. Talk Loud. With your host, Chris Hodge and JR.
All right, welcome to the Friday, October 3rd edition of the Bet Big, Talk Loud podcast. I'm your host, Chris Hodge. I have my boy JR here with me, who's going to give me a hard time once again, but we'll talk about that as we go.
I'm going to try to take it a little easy on you today, but go ahead.
We have a great show planned coming up later in the show. Allison Jordan, otherwise known as, from the Playboy followers, okay, Miss May 2006, Allison Waite, will be joining us, so she'll be on a little later in the show. We have so much to talk about. So much happened in the world of sports this week and the world of gambling. We're not going to mention the sports books, but a couple of them lost.
I don't understand why we can't mention.
Because I don't want the headache.
They're publicly traded
I
companies,
understand.
right?
I don't want the
Can we say
headache.
that part? They're publicly traded?
Yeah, no problem. I have no problem with that.
Can
Well,
we
they
say
lose
that
last week.
they make all of their money on the idiots that love betting the parlays?
Oh, you're using the word idiot. I do that on radio, and I get it for it.
All right, I'll watch what I say about our beloved clients. But seriously, I mean, the sports books, they're a joke. The fact of what I kind of like what's going on right now with the predictive markets.
It's great.
I know we're going to talk about that.
Yeah, we will.
But there's a lot to say about 2.5% versus 10 or 15%.
Well, they're just charging a fee.
They're charging a fee.
Like an options trade.
I don't know what to make of the situation. Are they a sports book? Are they a brokerage account?
Hey, they got away with whatever they're doing. Good for them.
Combo bets? Isn't that a parlay?
Good for them, man. So here's the thing, and we, like I said, we're going to talk a lot about what went on in the world of sports this week, but we've been doing Sports Investors Daily, a radio show, for 20 years now. We've been saying treat sports wagering like a business and an investment forever.
How many times you get in trouble for that?
I got laughed at. I got thrown off Kansas City radio one time for calling one of their hosts an idiot, which I would do again if I saw him in person.
I literally got told by a station, you can't say that you were a fiduciary. I'm like, but I was...
They make their own rules up.
I was a fiduciary.
Right. They make their own rules up.
Why can't I say that I actually earned a living managing other people's money?
They make their
Part
own
of the
rules up.
reason why I'm so successful at what I do here is because of what I learned there.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's just...
Yeah, but...
We
you
can't talk about that,
right? They make their own
Just tell
rules up.
people you're really lucky at picking games.
Yeah, right. It's not skill, it's luck.
No, it's all luck. We've been 60% plus for 11 straight years. You're just lucky.
Yeah, luck. Well, let's talk about this. Baseball last night. Baseball had a great day yesterday.
Boy, did
three
exciting endings. Really good games.
3 good games. But, we're from New York, obviously. I guess you can hear the accent. Although people tell me they feel like I'm from the South.
I'm from Minnesota.
But, Yankees get by Boston last night. Boston, nothing to be ashamed of. What a great series. Couple of bad bounces went their way. Yankees
it went
move on.
the Boston way.
Well, yeah. But let me tell you this right now, everyone out there listening. Now, if the Yankees win the World Series this year, now, mind you, the Mets have had some ridiculously bad seasons in terms of things not going their way.
How about all the flack that the Yankee fans were taking halfway through the season?
Yep. But now, if the Yankees win the World Series this year, is that the worst year ever for the Met fan? It's got to be up there.
The Met fan is probably a Jets fan too, so that's kind of a highlight for them that they got as deep as they did as a Met fan. But I would have to say that, I mean, look, being a New Yorker, obviously lean more towards the Yankees. I'm not a fan of anybody, right? I can't be a fan in this business, but I grew up a Yankee fan. But when it gets to the playoffs, if one's knocked out and the other's still in, I always want New York to win.
Sure.
I mean, that's just... Anybody should
but
feel
I'm
the
telling you,
same
man,
way.
if the Yankees win the World Series this year, that's a kick in the dick to the Met fans.
You might have one or two of them jump off a one-story building.
I mean, from getting Soto to getting Holmes to having all of this momentum to
Soto has an MVP year, basically. Right?
That's a bullshit MVP year, though. I'm sick. So
statistically speaking,
great statistics.
Juan Solo had a fantastic year on paper.
Statistically speaking, through 120 games, though, he was batting less than 200 runners on base. Okay.
Problem is he can't run right. He's not bringing runners in.
But he almost went 40-40, which is almost unheard of. But, the one thing I got to give to the Met fans, they're a loyal bunch. They're loyal because think about it.
Well, listen, if you're kind of married to losing, you get just so used to it that...
Listen, I'm glad you brought up the word married because if your wife kicked you in the dick as much as the Mets kick you in the dick.
I can't talk about it. My wife's going to watch this.
No, I'm saying no.
I can't tell you how much my wife kicks me in the dick.
You would divorce her immediately. But the Met fan keeps coming back.
But isn't being married for a long time also kind of knowing you're going to get kicked in the dick? I mean, it's like, if you can't handle it, you shouldn't be married. I'm going on 28 years married. Do you have any idea? My balls are up in my throat. I've been hitting the dick so many times.
And you keep coming back. So you're a Met fan then. You're just going to take it.
No, I'm not are you crazy? I almost cursed to stop myself. I am not a Met fan. I am really not even a fan of a particular team. There's only one team that I really have liked throughout the years, just watching them.
I know who that is.
And, what have I always said? I love great ownership. I love great coaching.
Yep.
And I love physical football. Those are the three things I love. And if you can't figure out who I love based on those three things, you don't know football.
So you have a good segue, okay, coming over to if you can't handle something, right?
Sure.
Like the Ryder Cup. Now, and I know this ended last Sunday, and how exciting was that when USA made a run? That was great. Europe did a great job. Congratulations to them. I'm very happy that Europe won.
I'm kind of pissed it took till the last day to have a run.
Right, but I have no soul.
We looked like we were getting killed.
Right, I'm glad because, I'm soulless with this. I bet Europe.
You're a dick. But go ahead.
But I'm a fan of Rory McIlroy. I'm telling you.
Instantaneous.
And we're trying not to curse too much on this pod. We want it to be available for everyone. But, when he makes that putt and he goes, fuck you, and fuck you. I love that. I love that.
I showed my wife the one where he turned around to the crowd and said, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
It's great. My wife, who would never normally like anything like that, she turned to me, she was like, is that Rory? She's like, I like him.
That's great,
right away.
Man.
I mean, honestly, what?
I'm
from New York, and I felt like a slap in my own face that these idiots not only treated them the way they did, but to throw something at the man's wife.
That's terrible.
God, what I would have liked.
Women and children should be off limits, right? I think everyone would agree with that. Women and children should be off limits. Now, the athlete takes a certain amount of abuse on the road because the Ryder Cup for Europe, they were on the road. Okay, New York fans get a little alcohol in them, and they're getting the hell kicked out of them for 2 days. Right? It's bad news. But listen. We're missing that in sports right now, where there's that much vitriol, but then the athlete comes over the top, makes a great play, and then tells everyone to go fuck themselves.
You don't get it no more.
You don't get it.
And now it's like everything is sportsmanship. And it's kind of weird, though, because like the NFL back in the day, you were not allowed to celebrate when you got a touchdown. When I got in this business, there was
that's ridiculous.
The best you can do and get away with was like a spike of the ball. That was it. You started doing a dance, automatic penalty. You started doing dumb shit, they automatically penalize you. Then they were like, all right, the youngins, they're enjoying it. It's bringing more eyes. People are enjoying the stupid dirty bird and all this dumb stuff that they did.
The icky shuffle.
That's really where it started to happen, right?
So it's great.
Personally, I liked the humbleness of score a touchdown, hand the ball to the ref. You did your job. This is why they pay you $40 million a year.
But you should be excited, too.
I agree, but not when you're down 40 points.
That's good. But listen, it was rough. I had no problem with anything that went on with the Ryder Cup, with the exception of you don't throw something at a guy's wife. You don't bring their family into it. You leave that out of it. Go after the athlete all you want. Tell the athlete he sucks. Tell the athlete he's divorced or whatever. I can care less. I don't care about that.
After he hits the ball, maybe. Not while they're playing.
Right. I agree with that.
It's a little.
But hey, listen,
you're supposed to know the etiquette of golf. I mean, it makes
no problem.
Listen, I've been playing golf 30 years. Not well, but I've been playing it for 30 years. You too. I don't want to hear you laugh. You're just as bad.
Yeah.
But my point is, we all know the etiquette. No matter how drunk and stupid you get, we know the etiquette on the golf course. So for them to treat them the way that they did, it just made us look like a bunch of assholes, and we're not.
And listen, they persevered. They went through all the abuse, and they won. So congratulations to them.
Can you imagine they won?
Yeah, congratulations to them. Another thing going on, this one's going to get me in trouble, but got to talk about it, is the WNBA.
Jeez, I can't believe you made me go read about the WNBA.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. So for all the feminists out there and the people about to call me misogynistic.
Because we have so many feminist audience members.
But if they hear this, like, I don't care about the WNBA. I don't watch it. I don't care about it. And before everyone gets on me for that, it's a women's sport. You know what? I don't watch the NHL either. And the last I checked, that's a man's sport. I don't watch that sport either. Okay?
Now, hang on. Greatest sport to watch live?
Greatest sport to watch live is probably an NHL playoff game.
Hockey, period.
Yeah, hockey playoff game.
Best sport to watch live.
It depends.
Anyone that, even non-fans who've watched it, love going to watch hockey games.
But
it's action-packed.
I'm a basketball, football guy.
Because there's so much going on around that where the puck is not, gets smashed into the boards and just The line changes, everything about it is so good when you're live, as opposed to a football game where you're getting 12 minutes of action during 3.5 hours.
And I'm a football basketball guy, but
I'm a football guy.
But again, for all the people that are going to say, watch the NBA because it's a woman's sport, not true. Because one of my favorite athletes of all time to watch was Serena Williams. And everyone who knows me knows that I loved watching her perform and compete, and I thought she was one of the best athletes I ever watched. So this isn't a man talking down to a woman thing. This is the WNBA is a bullshit league. It's just a bullshit league. It's not a good quality league.
It did get better since Caitlin Clark came into the league and has created some controversy. We all like a little bit of controversy. Yeah. I mean, listen, my brother, he works here too. Guy never watched a WNBA game. Caitlin Clark came. He can't stop watching it. He actually likes it. He said it's not as bad a product as you really think it is.
Okay.
But at the same time, they got to stop. All they do is lose money. They're bleeding money, and they all think they should make as much as us. It's
so, and the cackling that goes on, you had, and I can't even, if I pronounce her name incorrectly, I apologize. It was Collier, whatever her name is. She did that. She did that.
Collier.
She did that interview where what she said about management was right.
Of course.
Okay. It wasn't wrong. Her message wasn't wrong. And she did it in a very classy, respectful way. But here's my problem. It's not so much a problem. It's just what's going to happen. Women throughout history.
I know what you're going to say. Oh,
I mean, it's a great strategy, right? Since day one, they've complained about things until they get their way. It's a brilliant strategy by women. They do it all the time. My wife to this day does it. And she eventually going to get her way.
I got to stick up for the women now.
I mean, it's not
because you don't have to deal with clients. I'm not trying to lambaste the. First off,
they're going to complain until they get their way.
Out of 100 clients that I'll talk and deal with, 5 to 10 of them are women.
Yeah.
Okay, but I got to honestly say, 2 of them are my favorite clients.
Oh, they're great. They're great clients.
Awesome. They take care of what they are absolutely to their word. If they say something, they do it. I never worry about whether or not they're going to come through. For whatever reason, they don't let me down. However, they do complain the most.
They complain. And listen, you've been in the league for 25 years. So just say you've been in business for 25 years. You've lost money for 25 years, and you actually have the audacity to go to ownership and demand more money. And what business does that ever exist?
Hey, you're losing $100 million. I need $2 million if you want me to play.
It's absolutely crazy. Right.
That's like some of these football leagues that are amateur football leagues. They make $25 a game.
Right. Just the fact that you have a job with a business that's losing money. Be happy.
And you can make money in endorsements if you're any good.
But listen, women have patented it. They will complain until they get their way, bad or good.
Do male prostitutes make the same money that female prostitutes do?
I have never paid a male prostitute, so I would not. I've never paid a female prostitute either. While my wife is watching this, who needs this aggravation? I haven't done it. Y'all get me on that.
On that note, I will take another sip of coffee.
Let's get to some gambling. Hey, this is the Bet Big Talk Loud podcast, and we'll get to gambling. I cannot believe 4 teams that were in the playoffs last year. 4 teams: Georgia, Clemson, Penn State, and SMU. Okay, now all these teams competed in the CFP last year.
They do have something in common.
They're 0-16 against the spread.
That's insane.
0-16. Now, Georgia. Oh, goodness gracious, Georgia.
We've used Georgia.
I used Georgia last week for free.
I know.
Guy drops a touchdown pass right open over the middle. Now, I know Ryan Williams dropped a touchdown pass earlier in that game.
Free pick?
You lost your free pick, too, so I don't want to hear no bullshit. All right? Listen.
I'm sorry. I finally showed my human side. We lost my only free pick on the podcast
I lose on
so
60-yard field goals.
And may I add, the game I lost, I only lost because he talked me off my winner. I went on.
Going with that.
Hang on. I did my interview in San Francisco like I do every week. I came over to him. I said, hey, I gave out the over in the Green Bay Packers-Dallas Cowboys game for the free pick, so make sure you take that off your board. And he looks at me. He goes, CeeDee Lamb's not playing.
That was
right?
5 days earlier. That was fine. You did that interview on a Monday night.
On a Monday. Right. Before the game, which was on the following Sunday.
Oh, but we're going to leave Jacksonville out. We're not going to talk about Jacksonville. We're going to leave them out.
All I'm saying
okay.
My pick was not going to be the Chargers.
Yo, you want to talk about a wife move?
Gave out.
A wife move where we're going to talk about what he done well and no one else? That's what we're just going to talk about?
It should have been a W. He cheated me out of a W. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, great. Oh, that's awesome. I cheated now. Here's my free pick.
You going to pay me this year?
No, fuck you. No. The hell with you, bro. I'm not paying you anything. I hope you crash your car into a pole. That's it. I'm going to say that. I got your wife asking me, why do you say that about my husband? I'll tell you why I say it, because I mean it. I hope on that day he crashes his car into a pole.
We got it on tape. He means it. When I wrap my car, go see if there was anything wrong with the steering or the brakes.
I hope to God one day you get arrested and call me at 3 a.m. and I'll be like, yeah, bro, I'll be right there as I'm sipping coffee. Let him wait a little. Let him wait. Go take a shower, bro.
You wait. You wait. You wait. You wait. You're going to need me, and I'm going to be like, oh, yeah, I got you, man. Click.
Let me get to the free pick for me in college football. We're going to go with Virginia plus the 6.5, plus 7. Could be right around there. This is Friday, so the line can move. Obviously, the game's tomorrow. They're playing Louisville. Louisville wins a game last week. Not only do they win the game, they cover the game against Pittsburgh. In a game they had no business even being in, much less winning. They're losing the game 17-0. There was a play on a punt that went their way that shouldn't have. Pittsburgh threw an interception inside the 4-yard line.
How many games this year have literally went like...
The rules are crazy because you watch one football game, the rules are called differently than the next football game.
It's almost like the refs are trying to audition to have computers take their jobs.
And they should, because they're that
insane.
bad. That's why it's happening in baseball. Because they can't call strikes right. How about yesterday? The 3 baseball games, the umpires were terrible in those games.
Not even close.
Brutal. But my free pick, before you get to your free pick, because my free pick is more important.
Before we get to the winner of the show, go ahead.
I'm going with Virginia outright. I think they're going to win the game outright. Now, we could take the plus 6.5 as well to cover it. But I think they're going to win outright. You could also go visit takingvegas.com. Hey, look, false favorite has been really good.
Is that a false favorite I just heard you?
It's false favorite. Yeah, false favorite. Don't give it away. We got the radio show tomorrow.
This guy, he's so desperate for a win that he's got to go to the well of using the games that we give out on radio that make clients money constantly. He's got to go to that well. He can't go with something separate.
At least give me credit for what that game was last week on radio with Sports Investors Daily. By the way, I'm going to be
all he does is win. By the way, 27-11 on false favorites. That's what I'm saying.
28-12.
28-12. So he's got to go to the well where he knows he's got that desperate to get a W, and we better not be 27-13 after this because you used it.
First of all, we were 28-12. Learn how to count, and then we're going to be 29-12 after this. Anywho, this guy's hard to do a podcast with, man. He's ruthless. Gonna go with Virginia. I'm also tonight.
Ruthless.
I don't know if this is going to be posted in time. Hopefully it is. Hopefully the producer does a great job. But I will be on San Diego Sports Radio tonight, 760, which is not going to be an easy show to do.
And you're going to give them 11 free picks and tell us you went
2 free picks, and okay. I'm 7-1 for them so far. That's documented on the air. But with the Padres being eliminated yesterday, my boy Jim and John, man, I know they're going to watch this podcast, but I'm dreading doing that show tonight, especially with the Yankees winning. Oh boy! But I will be on San Diego Sports 760, 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 tonight, so you can check that out.
You know what I'm excited about?
No.
Mention this because I do an interview down on WWL New Orleans.
This is great.
Every single week. And we've been doing it since before they went legal with sports betting in Louisiana. So it's been like 7 years, 8 years. By the way, he said he'd love to come on the show.
Awesome.
Tommy Tucker is the guy that interviews me down there every single Friday at 9:45 Central Time, 10:45 Eastern. And we kick ass. I mean, my free picks on air have consistently now for almost 15 years been above 80% or at bare minimum above 70% for every single year that I've done these interviews on WJOX down in Alabama with Landron Roberts, Tommy Tucker down in Louisiana. Up in San Francisco, it seems like there's a revolving door of guys that I speak to. But again, same thing, 80%. But Tommy is so impressed, not only because of how much we win on air, but gets a lot of phone calls from clients who have done very well with us.
Yep.
And he's like, you know what? How am I not taking advantage of this?
Well, how much you put away?
He pitched the radio station on, can he put $5,000 into an account and let us direct him what to do, just like we do with our clients.
Sure.
Full transparency. He's going to let you know wins, losses, how much we bet on every game, and the percentage of ROI that he's seeing on that $5,000.
Now, let me cut you off real quick because you're too humble to actually say this. Me, I'm a little bit of an arrogant person, but that's fine.
Sounds like he's going to be nice to me for a second.
No. There's no. Listen, there's no one else in the sports industry in terms of gambling where I even allow this to happen. Like, to have the balls for you to say, hey, I'm going to give you my picks, go turn 5,000 into 50. A lot of people in our industry will not do that. I hope
that people understand. The one thing the station said to Tommy, full transparency. They want them to be able to see what we're doing and
Thank you.
Right away, I didn't say anything about, oh, no, I got to have artistic, I got to be able to say yes.
Artistic integrity.
Yeah, no. I told him, are you joking me? Tape the conversations. Let's put them out on the air. Let's let people know exactly what we're doing. Now, the one thing I will say, Tommy, and, when I do this with clients, most people like to feel informed. They want to know what I'm doing beforehand. Sure. So I lay out strategy. I lay out what strategy we're going to attack with now and let them know there's going to be I call it a change in gears.
Sure.
And that all depends on the time of year, historically, what our record is, what sport it is that we're using, combination of sports. So we will change gears, but I like to lay it out. It lets people feel comfortable. They know when I'm making my increases, why I'm making my increases, when we pull back on bets, and for what reason we're doing it, and the percentage that's going to be attached to it, right?
Yep.
Tommy said, JR, I've been dealing with you, interviewing you for 7 years. I don't need to know a goddamn thing. Just tell me who to bet, how much, and I'll let everyone know how much money you're making, man.
And that's because you've done a great job. You've done a great job on that show forever. You've done a great job on Sports Investors Daily forever. So we're doing well. Get to your NFL free pick. We're up against it. We got Allison Jordan about to come on. So give your NFL free pick.
Me out for ass.
She's a lot prettier than you.
All right. It is what it is.
She's a lot prettier than you, bro. Get to the free pick. Go ahead.
All right, so I'm going to go back to the well on a team that's been nothing but good to us this year, the Indianapolis Colts. They are going against a beleaguered Geno Smith, Las Vegas Raider team that really kicked me in the fucking balls last week. They ruined a perfect NFL Sunday.
They ruined it, man.
I mean, literally, it's the only game that we've lost in 2 weeks in the NFL. The only game. And they should have won it. They had it in hand. And they let him go. The old Denny Green saying, "We had him where we want him, and we let him go." Whatever the stupid.
They are who they thought they are who we thought they were, right?
Whatever it was. But I'm going Indianapolis Colts. Buy it to 6.5. It's at -7 right now. You don't even have to buy it. You can lay the 7. They steamroll them. They absolutely bury the Raiders this week. Raiders got to go on the road after a devastating loss. Geno Smith is absolutely just looping right now. Doesn't know where he is. I'm telling you, easy winner on the board. Indianapolis goes back to their winning ways. This team has basically scored on almost every possession they've had in 4 games.
They had that game won last week, too. They had the drop right before going into the end zone. Again,
calls.
Second time they did that.
And also a lot of bad calls.
Then the 80-yard touchdown I went against them late. So, okay, I'm on Virginia, plus 6.5 for free. We got JR. He's on the Colts.
Win with the Colts.
Let's go. Keep it right here. We got Allison Jordan, Playboy Playmate of 2006, May.
Can't even talk about her.
Allison Waite coming on. She's going to be a great addition to what we're doing at Girls That Gamble.
Can I say it?
Yeah, what?
Now let's go out there and make some money.
Keep it right here for Allison Jordan. All right, back here on the Bet Big Talk Loud podcast. It is my pleasure. We have Allison Jordan on, also known as, from all the Playboy people out there, Allison Waite, Miss May 2006. Allison, it's good to have you on. We are collaborating with Girls That Gamble.live as well. So, Allison, thank you for jumping on. Miss May 2006. Yeah. That's something. That's a good feather to put in your cap.
I mean, they say once a playmate, always a playmate. So I'm going to hold on to that one. That title was cool. That was definitely cool. And my grandma was proud. So
Grandma was proud, huh? That's awesome.
Grandma went to the mansion. I brought her out. She was like, I got to meet half. I'm like, you're coming with me, lady.
That's
I
awesome.
had her up on the stripper pole. I mean, she wasn't like doing anything, but I had her. I've got some great pictures of her just checking out the mansion.
Good for Grandma. Now, we were having a conversation off camera that you're coming up on your 25-year high school reunion, and you're going in, and people had known you posed for Playboy, and you had some moms tell you that they actually bought your issue.
Yeah. Yes, I appreciate the mom support. I always appreciate the support. But yeah, it was really funny when my issue came out. I found out that like a bunch of the moms had purchased my issue to like, support. And then I also found out that they were like, oh, I knew Allison was going to do something like that. Like I knew she was going to do that. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? That was my personality like then and now. I'm always just like, yep, I'll go for it. Why not?
Something else that's fascinating about you that I learned in speaking to you is you actually have a famous named husband. You are actually married to a Michael Jordan.
That is my man. When I met him, I didn't believe him. I was like, show me your ID. I can't believe your name is Michael. Like, this is too crazy. But his parents weren't basketball fans. And so, like,
it was by accident?
When he was, Well, when he was born, he was like, Michael Jordan was playing in like college. Like he was on
Okay.
the radar, but not like Michael Jordan. You know what I mean? Like he wasn't 23 yet. So I feel like, my in-laws, they didn't know. They didn't know.
They
So
didn't know.
they just
Now,
thought they were like Michael Anthony, like, and then their last name's Jordan. But now it's just like the funniest ongoing joke when I like introduce myself or when I make a reservation.
right?
Like
That like who
he's like
makes the
yes,
reservations? It's got to be you. He said,
I got to do it.
there was a
It's my
commercial
husband.
about that where they make a reservation for
Yes.
Michael Jordan and they're all disappointed when the guy shows
Well,
up.
that's the funny thing. Like my husband's like, I love that commercial on ESPN. He's like, but I've had the opposite effect in life. He's like,
Really?
I feel like if anything, it is open doors because it's like a natural icebreaker, right? You're just like, hey, what's your name? Oh, Michael Jordan. And people are like, what? Like that just like instantly, like, I don't know. And you have to joke about it. Like you can't not smile. And people be like, well, how's that? And you're like, well, it's actually fun. Like, cause I'll be like, not what you expecting. Like my husband's like a 6'1" white dude. Like he's not clearly, he's not like, not like Michael Jordan.
I hear you. Now you and I have
Yeah.
come together with girls.gamble.live.
Yes.
And you're doing a great
Yes.
job over there. They can go visit
Thank
Instagram
you.
and everything. You guys went
Thank
6-1 last Saturday in college football.
Yes,
You
for
did
college. Yes, we're doing it. Yeah. Obviously the experts. I should say the experts are certainly very helpful there. But I feel very proud and honored to be a part of Girls That Gamble. I think it's just an awesome concept. And from the get-go, like Brandy Roderick, who's one of the hosts, she was on Baywatch. I know you're gonna have her on the show coming up. She was the one that initially got me involved, and I was like, well, if Brandy's doing it, I'm doing it. And then I found out Jessica Hall was doing it, and I was like, oh, I'm definitely doing it. Like these girls, they're like legit,
Absolutely.
they know what they're doing, they know what they're talking about. And it just was something that I was like, yeah, I want to be a part of this. It just makes sense. Like hot girls in sports, like why not?
Right. What beats that? Throw the alcohol in and you got the trifecta there, right? Like what beats it?
Right, exactly. And especially it's like it's $21.99 a month. So if you want to get the like unlimited or whatever, I'm like for $20, like you
Right.
get to see some pretty girls and get some good bets. Like sure,
Absolutely.
I spent $20 at my Starbucks order.
No, that's and
I just went to Starbucks and I was like, wow, $20. Here we go.
you guys are doing a great job over there. I know I
Thank
lent
you.
my name to it because I believe in the idea.
Yes.
Now you came on, you believe in the idea. Chanel Maxwell was on with us last week.
Chanel.
She's doing a great job. I'm very excited for her.
Beautiful.
Yes,
Beautiful.
absolutely.
And the girls, I want to say like Chanel and then some of the other like ball girls, like, okay, clearly I'm at my 25 high school reunion. Like I'm no spring chicken, but we have the spring chickens on the site. Like I'm going to be 44. I'll be honest. Like my like sexy days are over, but we got that for you though. If you want that, it's there. You know what I mean? Like the girls are there. It's just a little something for everyone.
Hey, if they want to see sexy, just buy May 2006, right? Go back, find it on Amazon somewhere.
Dust it off a little though. You gotta shake it, whack it. It's gonna be in someone's garage, a little musty.
And that's all good. And you're also doing something out in Vegas called the 702 scene that you've been doing for a long time. Please tell us about that.
Yes. Okay, so the 702 scene, I've been doing it, I figured out 17 years. It's just a show. It airs in the hotel rooms in Las Vegas. It's about all the restaurants, the nightclubs. My favorite is the restaurants, the food. I get to try all the food. And then just like any like upcoming attractions, just like kind of like what's going down in Vegas. So if you like Vegas, which I feel like betting, Vegas, like this all goes hand in hand. It's all making sense,
Yeah. Now, Chanel, when she was on last week, she's trying to make a comeback for Playboy. You trying to do the same thing?
Is she gonna do the search? No, I'm gonna leave it to Chanel.
I love it.
Chanel looks good. Listen, I know my strengths. Okay, I feel like I'm gonna stay in my lane. I'm gonna let the young girls have their chance, and Chanel should. Chanel looks damn good. I saw her in person the other day. We filmed together. Like the tatas were looking good. She looked good. She does.
I'm glad you said that. I can't say that because I got to deal with my wife, but I'm glad you said that.
I will say it. I was like, Chanel, how am I going to concentrate right now? Like the boobs were all right here in the face. And I was like, okay, you look beautiful. But yeah, no, definitely, because it's been a minute for me. I lived at the Playboy Mansion. I lived there for a hot minute. Oh yeah.
Any crazy stories? Got to give me one. I know grandma going on a pole. That's a crazy story. But
like, if I bring this up, so I always tell people this, like the craziest like thing you could imagine would probably be the grotto. Like the grotto lives up to his name. Like you walk into the grotto and it's just I mean, everyone's getting busy. Everyone's having a good time, as they should. Now, I was like not shy, and I definitely wasn't a prude. I mean, I definitely posed for Playboy. I never partaked because I don't know, I wasn't like that big of an exhibitionist, but it definitely was like fun to like be like a little voyeur, like looky loo. Like I'd always like pop in and be like, okay, everyone's having fun. Definitely. I mean, I don't want to get in trouble saying celebs, but there was always celebs. I have a good Ron Jeremy story. If you want a Ron Jeremy story.
Oh boy.
He was there and he was like telling some girl about like how he has this like certain move that he does, and I was like, what is this move? And then the
You were
next thing I
intrigued?
know, well, yeah, I was like, I mean, Ron
great.
Jeremy, if anyone knows a move, he's got moves. And he pulled my hair and slapped my ass. I mean, this is all this is 2007. Like this is before like all the like cancel culture, like anything like that. And also back then we didn't have like the social media.
Right.
So like people weren't like taking pictures. Like it wasn't like it is now where people be like, oh my gosh, it was just good. Well, I wouldn't say clean fun, but it was good fun. And I got to tell you, I was like, Ron Jeremy, I mean, I would never, but I was like, you know what? Whatever that move was, like, damn, okay, the pull the hair and the spank the ass. He's got his move down. I will tell him. Like,
all right.
that. He definitely, yeah.
That's good. Now, what's I know you did Girls That Gamble live Girls That Gamble live this week.
Yes,
anything good coming up? We talked about a couple games. I know you guys were mentioning some good stuff.
I gotta tease it a little bit. You gotta go check out the site. You gotta go to gtg.live or girlsthatgamble.live to like really figure out what we're getting into this week. But I mean, I'm in Seattle right now. I have to say the 12th Man Love is so awesome. So I'm super pumped for, I'm hoping that one of the girls covered college because I was doing, the NFL. I'm curious to see how the Seahawks do against the Buccaneers this weekend. So
it's supposed to be a really good game. Tampa Bay.
I know.
Tampa Bay coming off a tough loss to Philadelphia, and Seattle played really, really well last week on a Thursday night. So that's going to be
and it's in Seattle.
Yeah,
12th
man.
Don't count out 12th Man. 12th Man is like real deal.
So, Allison, thank you so much for spending some time with us. Those were great stories.
Thank
and
you.
I'm so excited I'm so excited to be on Girls That Gamble live with you and put my name on that. And I know you guys are doing a great job over there. And that site, the sky's the limit for that site. So it's always a pleasure talking to you, getting to know you. You're a great girl. Good luck with the 702 scene.
Thank you.
And enjoy that high school reunion.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Allison.
Have a good day.
All right. All right, that's going to wrap up the Friday, October 3rd edition of the Bet Big, Talk Loud podcast. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm Chris Hodge, had JR on with me. Special thanks to former Playboy Playmate Allison Jordan. What a great job she did. Free pick from me this week, Virginia plus the 6.5 right now. Again, we're doing this on Friday. The game is on Saturday. Looks like plus 6.5 against Louisville. We also have JR's pick, Indianapolis, getting the job done over Las Vegas on Sunday. Be sure to visit takingvegas.com. We have great picks over there. You can also call 888-9-WIN-NOW. That's 888-994-6669. We have some great free picks all weekend long. And be sure to listen to Sports Investors Daily on all across the country every Saturday and Sunday morning. Again, thank you for listening. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll catch you back next week on the Bet Big, Talk Loud podcast.